Yeah, so I guess I'd love to know what were some of the what were some of the wins from sponsoring the event? Have you had people follow up with you? Have you been able to book conversations? Have any of them turned into deals? I'd love to know some of the kind of the, I guess you might call the ROI from being a sponsor of the symposium.
Definitely. Well, I definitely got one tour from it for Mimosa Fest. It was actually for someone who could not make it. So that's why she reached out a little bit. And I'm forgetting her name. It's an interesting name, but I think she really liked it. And I mean, from a sponsorship perspective, all it takes is one. And I think you got me about 15, solid leads. And we're working on some sales decks that kind of just refresh everything and just make it look a little bit nicer. And so I've added those people to our contact list of basically past inquirers or past clients. And so we'll probably in fall sometime just give a little heads up. Hey, this is what Skybox has been doing. Here's some highlights. And so for the people that haven't reached out for a specific event, I mean, having their desire to have an event in the next year or so, it makes me feel good because I can still go back to them. So I mean, I wasn't so worried about the immediate ROI. It was nice to get one possible, but I definitely found it valuable to get that list because it's just really hard to get to the executive level cleanly and with you're not bothering them. You have some type of, Skybox, I've been there before. Some type of name recognition is just so much easier to go up to executives with, is what I found. And so I see a lot of value in that.
Yeah, did you find it valuable to know which executives were interested in hosting an event over the next 12 months?
Absolutely. Yeah. Very, very valuable. I would call those, super qualified leads, because even if they don't work for this next one, we're at least on the radar. And in my mind, that's half of our mission is getting on people's radar at this point. And so that really aligned with that, but especially who they were and just what they do, because we just got that Lexus event was because the client, an executive at Austin Lexus, just saw the space, liked the space, and was like, I want to use that. So I assume that, even if any of these 15 leads don't qualify into something, it's just positive. Those are high value mouths to have word of, come out of. So I just like, because even if they're not making the decision, they basically hired someone from Los Angeles to come in, and it was just because that executive at the very top wanted it. And so that's really what I just want to get on people's radar. And if it's not what they're looking for, that's totally fine. But like I said, one makes it all worth it.
Cool. That's awesome. That's great to hear.